Hello and welcome to ITC Tech Share. I'm Tom Grissom. In this episode, I'd like to further explore some of the learning flows using the document camera in the classroom. If you recall from our last episode, I set up a scenario where I was a science teacher and doing a unit on plants and farming, and I wanted to display an ear of corn up to the large screen. Easy enough to do with the document camera. I can just simply place the item on the document camera table, and as long as we're set up properly and on the right switch, it's displayed up to the front of the room. I can also use the telephoto zoom to zoom in and get exactly the picture that I want. One of the nice things that our media services department has done is the instructor screen. What I see here is exactly what the students see up. So this is a very nice feature that I don't have to constantly look back and see if I've positioned the object correctly. So also, you may recall that I showed a cross section last time. So let me zoom in here a little bit and then just pause just a moment. You can see me shaking. With the zoom in capability, it magnifies if you're shaking a little bit, but it gives me an opportunity to show you another feature of this document camera. It's something called still picture. So I just took a snapshot of this ear of corn, this cross section. Now I can remove the ear of corn and you will notice that the picture stays frozen at the large screen on the front of the room. So this gives me the opportunity as a teacher to come out and point out whatever feature it is that I want to instruct on that particular day. Now, the only thing it doesn't provide me, this older style document camera doesn't have a USB port, so I'm not able to capture an image directly to a desktop computer. However, where there's a will, there's a way. I happen to have a mobile phone that has a camera. I also have this set up. Let me take a picture. I'm going to try taking a picture and get this little remote, and I've got a little Sharpie highlighter off to the side. So let me come up and take a picture of my screen. Okay, just took a snapshot of that screen. On my particular mobile phone, I'm using a Windows phone. So let me get this out of still picture mode. You do that by tapping the still picture button again, and then let's go to wide view. Now I have my mobile phone set up to my Microsoft account to automatically upload pictures to my OneDrive cloud storage area. So this gives us an opportunity to talk about cloud computing and the possibilities in teaching and learning. So this OneDrive is a server out on the internet. I sign in and configure my phone to connect to OneDrive, and I have mine set up to automatically upload any picture that it takes, automatically uploaded to OneDrive. Now that it's stored up in OneDrive, it gives me the opportunity to log into a different computer. In this case, I've already logged on to the desktop computer inside of this podium. So as I'm speaking, the photograph is being uploaded to my OneDrive account, and I should be able to access it through this desktop computer. So all I need to do there is sign into my OneDrive, my Microsoft account, and access my camera roll from OneDrive. I've already done that, so let me switch over to switch number 1, which is a desktop computer, and it'll give it just a second here to sync up. So you can see my camera roll, some previous pictures that I've taken, and if I hit F5 to refresh this screen, as long as we've had an internet connection, when I refresh the screen it will go out there, and you can see that within a matter of seconds I have that picture that I literally just took seconds ago up to my OneDrive account. Now that gives me additional capabilities. Now that it's on my desktop computer, I can click here, expand it. It provides the information, the metadata off to the side. You can see that it was modified a minute ago. It was just uploaded. So now then I can click on it and zoom in. And since it's on my computer, I can use the snipping tool. And let's just use the snipping tool here. Take a screenshot. Since the snipping tool provides me pen capability, I'm going to come down here and use a custom pen. Let's use a thick pen. That's fine. And now then I can highlight particular areas. I want to show that each one of these kernels radiates out from the center, or maybe that I want to circle and show the actual corn cob itself. Now I'm using a mouse to draw with, so it's pretty primitive. But that gives me that capability to annotate that I was lacking on this older style document camera. So that's a couple of more learning flows for you. Stay tuned, because in future episodes we'll mix some new school technology with the old style document cameras, and I'll show you some of the possibilities that tablets, particularly with pen and digital ink, provides for the teacher today. Thanks for watching.